101.3 Radio in the mix.
Toto, I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore.
What the fuck?
In every job that must be done, there is an element of fun. You find the fun, and snap! The job's a game.
Fuck your own face!
Hey, backwoods retard. Not now, not ever.
Be a good boy, and always let your conscience be your guide.
Well, I'll tell you what, Ski King. Why don't you just take your mama home some chicken, and then I won't have to stuff my boot all up in your ass.
In springtime, the only pretty ring-time birds sing, hey ding, a ding, sweet lovers love the spring.
Ouch!
What do you think you're doing?
We've been walking a long ways and I was hungry. Did you say something?
He was hungry. Well, how would you like to have someone come along and pick something off of you?
It's time to start.
Are you ready?
I'm Robert.
I'm Stacy.
And of course we have our special guest.
No excuses, no apologies, no regrets. Starts right now.
Live from a log cabin somewhere in Appalachia with indoor plumbing. It's another edition of No Excuses, No Apologies, No Regrets. We're feeling good because we're back on the air, on the show.
And not drunk. Well, at least one of us, two of us aren't drunk anyway. Not yet.
The chaser, huh? Here we got the chaser. Okay, thank you very much. Well, I'm going to take a drink, babe, but why don't you introduce us since I'm taking a drink, apparently.
That's Robert. I'm Stacy, and this is...
Rosie!
A little too loud.
We said be loud. You said be loud. You just following instructions.
Well, we're sitting here on a very beautiful Thursday evening.
More than that fucking...
And the boys are drinking Wild Turkey 101, so they shall be resting in peace later.
Yeah, that keeps it 100 proof or higher.
Oh, you stink.
Oh, you're resting in peace in 20 minutes. Fuck.
I mean, that's like high octane level, man. No,
That's
don't light up, man.
You could put that in your tank and probably run it.
I could smell that shit from here. I mean, but I was telling Robert the other day. Now, your wife had her birthday, and we kind of fucked up the show that night because we were so fucking drunk.
Well, not only that, but it just kept stopping for no reason.
Well, we took...
Probably because you were drunk.
Yeah. We took 2 days to recover. You and I took 2 days to recover. And the meanwhile, Rosie and his wife are standing on the front porch jumping around with energy and shit. And here we are dying for like 2 fucking days. I think we can safely say...
that was vodka, too.
We're too old for this shit.
Yeah, we're too old for this shit. Way too old for this shit.
Dude, I don't know if you guys remember you're 28, but 28 is where hangovers really fucking suck, too.
Really?
I didn't get my first hangover until 21. Like, literally, my 21st birthday, I got a hangover.
I had hangovers before, but I can't fucking fight during the hangover.
Whereas before you could.
Yeah. I could wake up pissed drunk, covered in shit, and fist fight, dude, when I got done partying. Now, I don't even want to look at you. I don't want the light on. I don't want to hear anything. I don't want to live. I lose my will to live the day after drinking.
Well, see, nothing was worse than that stomach virus we both seemed to acquire.
Sleep on a towel.
And the bad part is that I got this terrible disease on the road in the middle of freaking Illinois in Kansas. I mean, I don't remember half our way from Illinois to Colorado. You know that, right?
I got it in a fucking porta potty used by 50 Hondurans and 13 white dudes, and they're all nasty. All of them. Dude, I'm not joking.
Speaking of, did you tell your little Honduran buddy that we saw him the other day?
Yeah. I'm the only white dude I know that can ride home from work in a car full of Honduran immigrants with Trump 2020 tattooed on my head and a MAGA hat on. And they are
we just to make it clear, we have 2 Trump supporters and 1 non-Trump supporter.
And
we really
one
don't
Trump
do a lot of
supporter is homies with a bunch of Honduran immigrants.
We don't do a lot of politics on No Excuses simply because it causes fights. So we try to.
That's the best radio.
Steer away.
Yeah, but trust me, we get plenty of weird stories here. We're not into the whole this happened in the news today. No, we're getting to the down and dirty.
We're getting into some fucked up shit.
We're getting into shit CNN and Fox doesn't.
Exactly. That's very well put.
This is the real news. That shit is fake. That shit's fake news. This is the real shit about dudes jacking off in the car and crashing into fucking schools and mountains.
Seriously.
Like weird shit.
So let's see. I want to try and find our first stupid story of the day, and there's just so many. There are just so many. I'm just like I go down to the stupid criminal story, and sometimes I just have to read the headline, and I know we're like with pure radio gold. And then some of them are like, I've seen that before. And then some of them it's like, I understand that. Let's talk about that. So, well, how do I put this? We've all been there. When we've been to the drive-thru and we don't get our order, right?
Don't even start with that shit. Burger King and their fucking loose fingers with their mayonnaise jars. I mean, I love mayonnaise on my burger. Don't get me wrong. But don't empty the whole fucking jar on my burger, looking like you jizzed all over that
my
shit.
Burger. Yeah, I know what you mean. But
I ain't about eating the Burger King's cum. You know what I'm saying?
That's nasty.
That's nasty.
I'm starting to feel funny. Well, I feel fine. I guess I'm gonna. I don't want to.
But speaking of Burger King, this just seems like a gigantic mess to create for the sake of $1.39. Now, usually we've had the stories where they get the order wrong and they just go right in there and just start assaulting all the poor employees.
What is it talking about when we talked about that one what is it, where she walked into a Tim Hortons and took a shit right in front of the counter?
Was it a Tim Hortons?
It was a Tim Hortons. She walked in, they wouldn't let her use the bathroom, so she took down her pants right in front of the counter and took a big steamy shit. Then she proceeded to pick it up and throw it at the employees behind the counter.
The definition of uncouth. You're a fucked up person.
Well, you can probably guess where we're going for this story. My bad.
What?
Where are we going for this story?
Florida.
Of course, we're going to Florida.
Where all the freaks live.
There's a 42-year-old woman named Natasha Bagley from Hialeah, Florida. She went to a Burger King back on April 2nd and demanded free fries for her and her girlfriend. We're not sure why she thought she was entitled to free fries, and the staff wasn't either, so they said no. At that point, Natasha announced she was going to rob the place because they wouldn't give her fries. And eventually she jumped over the counter and started brawling. Oh, okay, so she started brawling with one of the employees. She didn't actually go back and rob the place. I thought she actually said, I'm going to rob your place, drove off, and then came back at 4 a.m. and started trying to rob the place. Well, she was arrested on Monday for several charges. Oh, the mugshot. Oh,
I gotta see this shit.
Oh, you gotta see it. Oh, what is
That's a fucking dude. That's not a girl. That's a fucking dude.
That's a wig and a whole lot of tape around the
That was the whole plan. He was like, I'm going to go in here and pretend to be a broad, and then they're going to look for a broad, and they're going to pull my dick out and walk down the street, and they'll never think it was me.
We'll have to post that mugshot on
I'm already on it. Save
that looks
image
like
as.
a cross-dresser trying to look like that broad from Pulp Fiction.
A little bit, except she's got blonde hair. And but he's got I don't know if he's got pecs and tits, but he's pushing them up to make him look like he's got, tits.
He's got man titties.
Oh my God.
Moobs. They're called moobs.
Moobs. Movies.
They're called moobs.
Oh, I've saved that picture of the desktop. I'll be sharing it here as soon as we get to our first song. Let's get to our second story. Now, how many people think that the plunger is an inefficient tool?
I do. I think it's disgusting to even fucking touch in the first place.
What, even the wooden handle?
Yeah. Dude, it gets splat. I think you find your kids playing with it, dude, and they fucking get poo water all over the handle because they don't know what the fuck they're doing.
What did your kids do this time with the plunger?
That was months ago.
Oh, that was 8 months ago. Oh,
sure it's happened.
Speaking of your kids, time out. I'd like to know the story of when David came home to... Nope.
Shut your butthole.
No, why?
I don't think that was even talked about, so shut your butthole.
Oh, he doesn't even know about it
I
yet.
don't believe so. Shut your butthole.
He's already curious. He's already looking like... You know about your kids in the beanbag, right?
What did they do to it?
Well, apparently...
There's balls in it.
You didn't hear this from us. Ashley
I found balls all over my house.
Yeah, Ashley came to me and she said they was going to shit a brick. And I said, well, why? She says the girl sliced the beanbag and there's pink everywhere.
I didn't know that's what the whole secret of what they did was, but when I came home and I saw my fucking beanbag chair like cut, I knew it was the middle one. And I knew she fucking stole a knife out of the kitchen, and that's why I was mad. Like, she's gonna be a fucking serial killer, dude. She steals knives and stabs things.
Yeah.
Hey!
Blow out your ass.
It's the neighbors.
Oh, okay.
It's a 16.
Okay. Good. I thought they loved Jesus or something. Okay, so we're going back to Florida for this one.
Okay.
So why do people spend half their paycheck for their own place instead of getting a roommate? This is why. So a 58-year-old woman in Vero Beach, Florida, confronted her 36-year-old roommate last Thursday after he used the bathroom and didn't flush. We assume...
Listen, if it's mellow, let it, mellow. What is it? If it's yellow, let it mellow. If it's brown,
are you reading these stories? Are you reading these stories? No, seriously, baby. Are you reading these stories?
No.
Did you steal this lighter?
This is my lighter.
Okay. No, seriously, baby. Are you like... Baby, I'm serious. Do you have X-ray vision?
No way.
Are you reading these stories?
No!
Did you jump into the future and
No,
then came back?
why?
Because it says a 50... Okay, we assume no solids were involved, but he's just a let it mellow kind of guy. You know what I mean, Ben? Hello, Ben. Hello?
I hear you.
Hello? Talking to you,
I
baby.
hear
He'll get
ya.
his lighter.
I don't understand.
It's the... You know how...
You did steal it. It was to do my fat ass.
Well,
Or
you
my fat ass.
know how couches are. They just suck everything. Change,
Souls.
Yeah,
souls.
basically. Go on. Keep going.
Okay, anyway.
$200 fucking...
We assume no solids were involved with this toilet. He's just let it mellow kind of guy, and she's not a fan. But he refused to flush even after she asked him several times, so it started a fight, and she ended up having to use their plunger to defend herself. Apparently, he spit on her while they were arguing, and she picked up the plunger and started swinging it at him to keep him away. His name is Trovon Patterson, and he's facing battery charges. This might not be the first run-in they've had. We Googled him. It turns out he also got arrested last June after spitting in a female roommate's face when she yelled at him for trashing their apartment. It's not clear if he's the same roommate, but it sounds like it. There's also a study to see if he's part camel.
What is he, Velociraptor?
Oh, you should look at this guy's mugshot.
I have horrible mugshots, so I look like...
I think it's Toots Steelman.
Why does it look like he's wearing a
I don't
barber's
have a mugshot. As far as I know,
wearing a
both of
barber-
you,
He's got
both
fucking
of
barber's
you
cape
have mugshots. I do not have a mugshot. Thank you very much.
I have like 20 something. And only one of them's cool.
Only one of them.
Robert's got one.
I've got one. I'd love to see it someday.
You can look it up online.
How?
You gotta fucking, there's a
I think it's like mugshot.com. Just look up your mugshot.
Really?
Yes.
Well, let's do that during the first song. Pick a first song, babe. I'm gonna look
All
up
right,
my mugshot.
I'm gonna
play the Avenged Sevenfold, please. I want to hear it.
Okay, there we go.
All right.
This is my song. It's an awesome song.
What
If you
is
don't
it?
like it, fuck you.
Avenged Seven. Dear God, Avenged Seven. All right, here we go.
Keep it tuned right here at 3 Radio.
Cold state line, miles away from those I love, purpose hard to find. While I recall all the words you spoke to me, can't help but wish that I was there, and where I'd love to be. Oh yeah. Dear God, the only thing I ask of you is to hold me when I'm not around, when I'm much too far away. When all close. Can't help but think of the times I've had with you. Pictures and some memories will have to help me through. Oh yeah. Dear God, the only thing I ask of you is to hold her when I'm not around, when I'm much too far away. We all need that person who can be true to you. I left her when I found her, and now I wish I'd stay. 'Cause I'm lonely and I'm tired, I'm missing you again. Oh no, once again. Well, some search, never finding a way. Before long, they waste away. I found you, something told me to stay. I gave in to selfish ways, and how I miss someone to hold when hope begins to fade. A lonely road crossed another cold state line, miles away from those I love, purpose hard to find. Dear God, the only thing I ask of you is to hold her when I'm not around, when I'm much too far away. We all need the person who can be true to you. I left her when I found her, and now I wish I'd stay. 'Cause I'm lonely and I'm tired, I'm missing you again. Oh no, once
Hey, welcome back to N3 Radio's No Excuses, No Apologies, No Regrets. I'm Robert.
Stacy.
And over there is
Rosie!
I couldn't find my mugshot, man.
Well, we'll have to pay for it or something.
I don't want to.
I want to get it framed.
Wow. Wow. You want to get it framed?
Your one only wild time in your life.
Well, oh, yeah, wild time. They busted me for, having like a little bit, like maybe not even a nickel. And it was 7 years ago, and they were all like high-fiving each other like they just busted like somebody with like 3 pounds. It's like, get over yourself. These no. These are the same people. No. Fuck them. These are the same people. They put the pipe on the hood for and then they drove off, leaving it on the hood like dumbasses.
Really?
Oh, well, fine. Fine.
I got busted for pot one time. No, I smoked it before they found it.
Oh, you got busted for getting loaded.
Oh, okay, well. That was years ago. Everybody has skeletons.
Everybody got high a long time ago. I'm the only person who gets high today. Yesterday, I mean, I'm out of money.
So, babe, you ever married a pirate?
Really?
You ever married a 300-year-old pirate?
Are we going back to that woman?
Ghosts and shit?
Yeah.
Are we going back to that? We've talked about that before.
What?
Did she divorce? You know, she actually filed for divorce.
That's what
right?
I'm getting to. Yeah, this is the story. Yeah. So there's a 47-year-old woman named
What
Amanda.
piece of shit judge legally married a woman?
Well, they're probably drunk because it's in Northern Ireland.
The judges usually drunk.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The judge is drunk. She's drunk. You know, like everybody's drunk. Let's just marry a pirate from 300 years ago. So the 47-year-old woman named Amanda Teague from Northern Ireland. Last year, she was in the news because she married the ghost of a pirate from the 1700s named Jack. Well, the marriage wasn't great.
It's a vague fucking description of the pirate.
What the fuck is this? What the fuck? Yeah, what the fuck? Amanda says that all the sex she was having with the ghost of Jack was taking a toll on her body and making her seriously ill.
Don't fuck ghosts.
Yeah, you know how she fucks him, right?
No.
She just lays there. Seriously. She described how she had sex with him. She just literally gets naked and she lays on the bed with her arms out. And supposedly she can, feel all this stuff. Someone needs to take their beds.
No, I think
somebody needs to get a prescription. I don't think she's been diagnosed with that shit yet.
I think ectoplasm has a serious side effect too.
Yeah, dude.
You would think, right?
Oh, that's a long
Because
slide.
you would think
that's sticky sex.
You would think that shit would just jizz out. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
Let me get you a towel.
Talk about the goop.
It's not even 8:30 yet. We're already halfway through this. We're not even into the first half hour of the show. Okay, so anyway, she told Jack she wanted a divorce, and apparently he threatened to kill her. She managed to get around that by having a...
Hold on. Are you nuts?
What?
She went into my hot Cheetos bag, and she was eating a hot Cheeto.
Yeah, you're paying for it now, aren't you? Your butt will pay for it here in a second.
I had to get it away from her.
No, she managed to get around that by having an exorcism to get him out of her, and then she ended the marriage. Now she says her health is recovered, and she's done having relationships with ghosts. We can only hope. Hope springs eternal.
I don't know if you can recover that. I don't think this Thorazine
Makes you wonder
shuffle
if pregnancy is imminent. You know what I'm saying?
I've talked about the Thorazine shuffle on here, right? You guys know about the Thorazine shuffle?
Oh, I definitely know the Thorazine. I think I knew the Thorazine shuffle before you were born.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of it.
Let's go to our friends up north.
That's fun.
Okay.
Canadians?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Because we're constantly redefining what is and isn't acceptable behavior, especially in the workplace. But I sure hope this won't be okay anytime soon. So a guy in Canada recently sued a company after they fired him for engaging in noising self-pleasure sessions in one of the bathroom stalls at work. Yeah. So you probably could have gotten away with it if you weren't so noisy.
Well, I have known people that do surf porn at their jobs. And, they'll just go to the nearest bathroom and there you go. And
I got fired from a job. I was like, I think 22, 23. I got fired.
Jacking off at work?
Yeah, USAA, because it's fucking horrible there, man. It's fucking insurance company is boring. Your paperwork.
Are you kidding?
I was 22. There's nothing fucking to do. I went in the went in the bathroom and tossed a few because there's nothing to fucking do.
And they caught you?
No, they just, after a week I was working there, they didn't ask me to come back. I just assumed because I was taking
by your actions.
Well, no, I was just taking too long in the bathroom, I guess, for their tastes. So anyway, it wasn't that great of a job anyway. I don't want to work for USA. Anyway, so apparently he'd done it more than once. So a manager sat him down and said there have been a couple of complaints about noises, including moaning and heavy breathing, but he continued to do it anyway, so they canned him. Then in the lawsuit, he claimed he didn't know it was an issue because the manager used euphemisms and didn't specifically say what it was about him pleasuring himself. So he's trying to get him on a technicality.
So what did he say?
He also said he thought it was okay as long as no one was in the stall right next to him.
Not even in the bathroom, just in the stall next to him.
And he tried to claim he didn't make any sounds, but if that was true, no one would
You
notice.
nasty gay motherfucker.
His lawyers also argued that he has a sex addiction and claimed it was a disability. But the arbiter in charge of the case said there was no evidence that his alleged addiction was disabling in any way. Well, yeah, it got you fired.
I feel like you'd have a better chance of winning that lawsuit in America.
In the end, they ruled that the company did have cause to fire him and dismissed the case earlier this month with prejudice. What does that mean, Bebe?
With prejudice, in other words,
It's like, don't be bringing your shit up in here.
Basically, we don't want to hear this shit. Just, we're dismissing it. I don't want to even think about you jacking off in the bathroom.
So, how many? What's your favorite pizza? Here, everybody, just favorite pizza. Brand, not type.
Brand. Defelice Brothers. It's here in Steubenville.
And then it's also a local, regional thing. It's a regional thing.
It's fucking excellent. They're double. What is it? Their
double
bacon cheeseburger pizza is.
I like Wild River Pizza in Oregon.
Wild River Pizza?
They brew their own beer in the pizza.
Really?
Yeah, they
That's
got
cool.
big old fucking things they brew beer in and shit. Dude. It's amazing. I just like the beer, honestly.
What is your guys' opinion on? Okay, let's just name some different. Since we got some time here, I'll just name the brand and you just one word description. Like messy, like greasy, nasty.
Right.
Okay, so ready? Domino's.
That shit is nasty.
I said one word.
That's nasty.
It always seems like it's doughy.
Thank you. It's really thick. You can't. I mean, when you eat it, it's.
Garlicky is what I would describe it. It's just like doused in garlic.
I love garlic, so that's not an issue for me. It's just, it's like, I don't know. It's like really thick to the point where it's stale.
Now, just do you have Papa Murphy's? Roast?
Yeah,
you do.
Papa Murphy's dope. I like
remember Papa Murphy's at all? We had it in San Antonio.
I've never had Papa
You
Murphy's.
had it once.
Oh, where you bring home and you and listen. I don't know about. Have you ever seen those stores where you go and you buy a frozen pizza to bake that shit at home?
That's retarded, dude.
That's what Papa Murphy's is.
What the fuck am I paying you for?
Safeway, Kroger's out here.
Seriously, it's like, what the fuck am I paying you for? I'm paying you to cook the motherfucker, not to get it to be frozen. I can do that shit at Walmart.
Little Caesars.
Flat.
Greasy.
I think it's flat and greasy.
Yeah.
It's just this thick, dude. It's like paper.
No, the cool thing though, if you pay the $8 to get, they have the old school like they used to.
Oh, the old school pizza's good.
They've gone back and they actually had done it right.
But it costs more.
It costs more, obviously. But you get the old school Little Caesars.
Well, the one word I would think would define those is cheap because I can buy a whole pizza for $5 cooked.
Yeah. But see, the bad thing is you go to Little Caesars, you get the pizza that's been there for like an hour. It is the nastiest, driest. It's the opposite of greasy. It's like dry, no taste.
I have yet to find pizza that comes to me that you see in the commercials where you can pick it up and the cheese is just,
like goofy
stretching off the pizza. Yeah.
Goofy?
You can't.
He's all picking up the pizza.
Yeah, it's like long ass cheese and shit, and it's like
in Top Secret, where they're stretching it across the room.
Yeah,
I want that.
Yeah,
pizza.
exactly.
You have to go buy that shit in Hollywood.
If anybody makes a pizza like that, they would wealthy. I don't
know who made the pizza, but we had a big old pizza thing at work. We have safety meetings. Basically, if David doesn't hurt himself, then we get fucking free pizza.
Only if David does. Everybody else
I cause safety briefs, dude. But we had a shitload of pizzas, and there were extras, and my boss told everybody, whatever's left at the end of shift, you guys take home. I took home it was extra cheese pizza. I'm not joking. There was like an inch and a half thick layer of cheese on this fucking pizza.
Shit is good.
I thought when I ate it at lunch, it was fucking bomb. It was gooey and stringy. It was amazing. And I took it at the end of shift, and it was like parchment paper. I just gave it to my kids. They're disgusting, They eat anything that's found on the floor. So they fucking loved it, though. They thanked me for 2 days eating that.
Remember, if you want to rehydrate your pizza, hydrate level 4, please.
Back to the future.
Put it on the comal.
I made him laugh fucking hard. I think he almost pissed his pants that day that I did that.
The first day you did
The first day that I did that, yeah, I looked at you and I was like, hydrate level 14. And you just couldn't stop cracking the fuck up.
Okay, Papa John's.
Oh, I love Papa John's.
I like the fact that they give you the garlic sauce for the crust. I do like that.
I
That's
love
nice.
their crust. I love their
I spent most of my adult life in prison so far, so I don't even really know an opinion on
Papa John's.
You have to have Papa John's. Papa John's is...
It's okay. It's okay.
They give you this
I
garlic...
feel like I've had it, but I just don't remember.
They give you this garlic butter sauce that you dip your pizza into, and they give you banana peppers, and oh my god, I'm so hungry.
And finally, Pizza Hut.
Greasy and thick.
Greasy.
I think pizza's supposed to be. I think you guys are just like overdoing the greasy thing because I like greasy pizza.
Well, no, I like it too. It's just I don't want my asshole burning the next day after I've had it.
Wait. You're not old. There's a difference between younger people and older people. We can't digest grease anymore, so we'll spend the whole day in the bathroom with the shit.
When I first got to prison and I was starving, I ate spoonfuls of butter off the trays.
Oh.
Yeah, you want to talk about fucking spoonfuls. I'd sprinkle sugar on it and call it cake frosting. Yeah, mix that shit up with some syrup and some margarine, syrup and sugar. Cake frosting. It's good.
I'm sure it's not.
That's
okay,
nasty.
so remember a few years back when Domino's redid their recipe because they admitted their pizza wasn't good? Well, Pizza Hut would like to let them know they're not the only ones whose pizza had room for improvement. Pizza Hut just changed the recipe of its original pan pizza for the first time in 40 years.
Really?
So let's see, 2009, 99, 89. So 1979 is the last time they changed it. Wow. They say the new version took 3 years to develop and has a crispier crust and a, quote, more flavorful sauce and blend of cheese.
I feel like they're exaggerating 3 years.
Yeah, really. If you want to try...
It's not through their ears, it's through their ass, I'm telling you.
If you want to try the new Pizza Hut recipe, it's available now, and they're running a special where large pizzas are $8.
After this conversation, I don't even want fucking pizza now.
No, you know what? You know what I really fucking like, and I was talking to you about this yesterday?
Sandwiches. It's fuck pizza.
Burgers, what is it, that McDonald's has bacon Big Macs now?
Dude, McDonald's is bullshit. Dude, they had a lot of cool shit, and it's only around the one time you go to get it, and then they never have it the next time you go back.
The
McRib,
did you guys hear about
the Grand Max?
Oh, the huge Mac,
Dude,
yeah.
the big-ass fucking Big Mac. That's what's wrong with a Big Mac. It's not big
enough, yeah.
That was big when I was 8. And now I'm fucking smashing 2 of those and a double quarter pounder. For real. You think I'm exaggerating? I'm like nothing fucking on a scale. I'll fucking smash 2 Big Macs and a double quarter pounder.
We ain't gonna talk about that shit, alright?
Well,
I look at a fucking cheeseburger, I gain 20 pounds.
I eat 20 cheeseburgers and
All
I
right.
lose 1 pound.
We're gonna go to a song. Let's go to a song.
No, we got one more story.
Where we might be less to one host if he keeps it up.
I don't know what you did, RC.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, okay. Well,
Do not talk about how you cannot gain weight around a fat person. What the hell is wrong with you?
I'm sorry.
Okay, you're going to a concert pretty soon, aren't you, babe?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait,
New
did
kids.
you say you're going?
I'm going to a concert, yes. Next month. I'm going to, actually, my friend is going to be coming up to visit. Actually, the host of Sabado Latino Pop Rocks, Erica, will be up here June 21st through the 24th. We will be going to go see New Kids on the Block and the mixtape tour.
Yay! New Kids on the Block suck a lot of dick. Girl, boy, groups make me sick.
Okay.
I don't know if you've
Even Marky
noticed
Mark is
because
gay
I
and
might
fucking
not
fucking
look
much.
like one, but I am a fucking female, you know. We do like this sort of thing. Good
gay
God.
Just like girls and gays get along.
Well, buying concert tickets can be frustrating and expensive, and now it's about to get more frustrating and expensive. Is this by Live Nation, by the way, baby?
I don't know.
Okay, you better hope it's not by Live Nation.
I think so.
That's because it sounds like we'll be paying more for aisle seats.
Why?
Live Nation recently started selling aisle seats at select shows with a surcharge that adds an additional $5 to $30 to your
what?
ticket price.
Probably 30.
For those who are, quote, looking to enjoy the convenience of easy access to refreshments, restrooms, and venue exits.
Wow.
Dude, you're making me pay more for a fucking $10 beer? Right. I don't want to sit next to the fucking beer garden and you're going to charge me $30 on top of my ticket to pay fucking $10 for a 10-ounce cup of beer?
No shit. The last time I went to the PPG Stadium was for the last New Kids on the Block when I took Brandy. Now, we got there. It was hotter than fuck. We went up to stands. I was like, let's get a soda. It's fucking hot. So we went to the stands. It was like $10 for a cup of soda. And I was like, look, there's a water fountain over there. Act like a fucking camel.
Have you been to the fucking movie theater in Steubenville?
Oh, yeah.
I went in there. I didn't even look at the prices or ask. I went in there with a bunch of friends and shit. We watched Deadpool 2. And I ordered fucking, like, a slushie and some candy. Like, just some candy for a movie. And it was like 30-something fucking dollars for 4 things of candy and a fucking slushie, dude.
Let me tell you something. If you're looking for somewhere in San Antonio to go, because I know we have plenty of San Antonio listeners, I actually, when we went down to San Antonio this last time, went to the Draft House, the Alamo Draft House. Talk about fucking epic. Their prices are, they're okay. They're not, really low, and they're not really high. They're just kind of there. But, I mean, it's great. You go in. You sit down, they hand you a menu. You've got literally like, you know how those old school desks that you see where they've got the little desk and it's actually attached to the seat? Kind of like that. They had little tables. The waiter came. They were like, can I get you something to drink? We've got stuff on tap, the draft and all this other stuff. You can get a beer. You can get mixed drinks and shit while you're watching your movie.
That's
food,
cool.
popcorn, whatever the fuck you want. And, they come
Better
to you.
than that, you get mixed drinks sitting in a seat watching it play. That's
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
I went to the world's largest indoor adventure park where you can climb obstacle courses like 30, 40 feet. Come down, take your harness off, go do shots at the fucking bar, and then go climb back up fucking 40 fucking feet. That was dope, dude. That was fucking hella dope.
Yeah, we went to go see The Curse of La Llorona, which was actually pretty fucking good. So,
Well, here's even better about these seats. It's not only the actual seat on the aisle. In some cases, it's also the second, third, and fourth seats into the row.
That's bullshit.
Although for now, these price hikes must be approved by both the artist and the promoter.
Yeah, it is. What is it? Live Nation,
Live Nation
is doing the New Kids on the Block mixtape tour, and they're gonna have like New Kids on the Block.
I think New Kids on the Block are a type of pieces of shit to charge you that.
They're gonna have Naughty by Nature.
Because their career's been dead for like 20 years. And they're still
Get out!
Yeah, I hate that.
Live Nation is calling them, quote, premium aisle seats, unquote, because, well, that sounds like something special, but in reality, it's just a seat. Close to the aisle.
Fucking bottom dollar seat you had back before they did this shit.
Where you don't have to crawl over a ton of people if you want to get out. But despite the ritzy premium seat, you still have to be your row's gatekeepers and stand up every time everyone else needs to squeeze past you to get out.
Bullshit!
I call bullshit. Time for a song, baby.
All right, I'm going to play one of mine.
Okay, keep it tuned right here at N3 Radio's No Excuses, No Apologies, No Regrets. We'll be back.
Now this is country.
Oh.
But I hadn't been for Cotton Eye Joe. I've been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? But I hadn't been for Cotton Eye Joe. I've been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? come from Cotton Eye Joe?
All right, we are back here on N3 Radio's No Excuses, No Apologies, No Regrets here on N3Radio.com. And I'm Stacy. Well, fuck me. God damn it. Again.
Okay, I'm Robert.
I'm Stacy.
I'm Rosie.
All right, he made it go up into the red. Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. All right, so what do you have for us next?
Has anybody ever filled their tank with diesel accident?
I watched somebody accidentally fill my dad's diesel tank with gasoline. Worse.
What actually happens when you put
Nothing
diesel
good.
gas in a regular car?
I'll tell you this: nothing good comes from putting the wrong fucking fuel in an engine.
Well, I got a stupid criminal here, and it involves diesel.
Wonderful.
Oh, siphoning gas?
And it's in your backyard.
Oregon?
It's in Oregon.
No, I siphoned diesel in Oregon before.
You ever heard of a place called Crooked River Ranch?
No.
Okay, that's where it is.
Crooked River Ranch. What kind of places are in Oregon? I mean, I have heard
places
some really
where
fucked
you go
up
out
names.
into the woods and you never come back.
That's like Cave Junction. Like you're talking about Cave Junction.
Dude,
and
that's
now,
my
what is this
fucking
place called?
Wild West. I love Cave Junction.
What is this place called?
Crooked
something. That's like Woman Hollering Creek in San Antonio.
Crooked River Ranch. That's what it is.
Woman Hollering Creek in San Antonio. I mean, that's just
There's Rape Whistle Ranch in Oregon.
Rape?
You see what I'm saying?
No, there ain't.
Wow.
I mean, that's just
I'm
kind
gonna
of what
fucking
it
buy
is.
a ranch and call it Rape Whistle Ranch.
The Purdy Mouth Woods. You know?
Pretty mouth.
Purdy Mouth Woods.
Bumfuck's right around the corner. You got a pretty mouth over here.
Where were we that I told you that? I was like, oh my god, we're on the corner of Buttfuck. And you got a pretty mouth.
That's without a paddle, which was about Oregon and filmed in Oregon.
I think I actually told him that one time. We were driving through, I don't know where the fuck, Buttfuck, Texas somewhere, trying to get home. And I was like, we are at the corner of Buttfuck, and you got a pretty mouth. That's where we are. I mean, there are some places in Texas that are literally Texas Chainsaw Massacre type. I mean, you do not want to even step foot in them motherfucking woods. They got these abandoned buildings and shit.
They ain't got shit on Oregon. I swear to fucking God, they don't.
That's up. It's up on 97 up by Opal City and Culver.
Nobody knows what creeps do in the woods better than a creep that was in the woods, and I'm a fucking creep.
See, you were telling us that there's no police where you're from in Cape Junction.
Well, there's a little more now police presence, but when I was growing up, there was a sheriff's office in Cave Junction, Oregon, and they ran out of funding. The county ran out of funding for the sheriff's office in Cave Junction. Cave Junction's like 20-something, 30-something miles from the nearest like metropolitan city.
What's the population
of Cave Junction? But the listed population is way less than is actually present. But there's a lot of people there.
Just a roundabout.
Roundabout, I'd say probably fucking 10 grand.
Really?
Yeah, it's small. It's real small. But they ran out of funding for the sheriff's office, so the sheriff's office had to move like 30 miles away to fucking Grants Pass, Oregon. And there's actually the pot farm that I worked on had a strong-armed home invasion robbery on it at one point, and it took the fucking cops like 6.5 hours to respond. Yeah, 5 dudes kicked down the door.
Don't get shot in Cave Junction, Oregon.
In one dude's face and robbed the house, left, and the cops didn't show up for like 6.5 hours. I've been in gunfights, knife fights, all kinds of crazy shit in Cave Junction. I never saw a cop. I fucking came flying into town doing 120 miles an hour through 3 red lights and fucking sideways into a bar. Not into the bar, into the parking lot, but. Yeah, and then I went in there and pulled a knife on somebody, got crazy. I still never saw a fucking cop. And you go walk around the woods out there and you sell the wrong pop crop. You fucking never come back and the cops never give a shit.
Wow.
Okay, so Crooked River Ranch, by the way, for you, Rosie, that's up towards like Bend and Redmond, over in that area.
Oh yeah, that's Central, isn't it?
Yeah, they're in Central.
Yeah,
so that's where this is. Okay, so this guy messed up his car, but luckily you don't need a car in jail. So 34-year-old Jeremy Thomas got into an argument with his stepfather and pointed a gun at him last Saturday in Crooked Ranch, Oregon. He also fired at least one shot, but he didn't hit anyone, so he's serious. So the stepfather called the cops, and Jeremy and his girlfriend left with their 3-year-old daughter before police got there. But then the cops put out a description of his vehicle, a 2017 Chevy Cruze, and they got a tip from a tow truck driver a few hours later. Turned out Jeremy was low on gas, so he broke into a barn, found a gas can, stole some of the fuel, and got back on the road.
Wow.
But what he didn't realize was the fuel he stole was diesel. So shortly after he started driving, his engine seized up.
Yeah.
Cops showed up and arrested him. He's facing charges for menacing, pointing a firearm at another person, unlawful use of a weapon, and possession of a firearm by a felon.
Stupid.
Plus, they tacked on 2 burglary and theft charges for the diesel fuel he stole.
Wow. Idiot.
You know, here's a funny story that I don't think I can get in trouble for because of statute of limitations and shit.
That's why I was telling my story earlier, too.
Yeah. Well, my statute of limitations just happened in 2010. I was in a stolen car, and I was low on gas, you know, and I stole fucking a hose and some gas cans, and I stole a bunch of gas. And then my car ran out of gas again on a fucking on-ramp or an off-ramp, and 2 cops pulled up while I was sitting there, and they showed stolen car that I've been in for a week, and they looked in the back fucking seat with a flashlight. There's like 10 fucking gas cans and a fucking garden hose. Some 18-year-old punk at 3 o'clock in the morning telling them, I'm just trying to get to my friend's house because I don't have a home, officer. And they fucking let me push my car down the fucking road, and they fucking left and didn't do shit about nothing. They even ran the fucking car, and it wasn't reported stolen a week later. That was the second time that car got reported. That car got ran by the cops. The first time, my co-pilot, not naming names, but my co-pilot, literally in a stolen car.
I think I know your co-pilot.
No, you don't know.
Okay.
My co-pilot's
not that co-pilot.
My co-pilot's in prison again.
No, we were driving in Portland, Oregon in a stolen car we had been in for like 4 days. And we just got enough gas to get home, which was like 4.5 hours away. And this stupid motherfucker doesn't have a license. I did at the time. He insisted on driving, so I got the passenger seat. He was trying to get onto it. We're in a fucking clusterfuck city, and we're hillbillies. We don't like this shit. And I was like, that's it. That's our exit. And he went to fucking slide over. An undercover cop car was right next to us, and they fucking stabbed the gas and shot in front of us. Not joking. This undercover cop car was in front of us at this point, turned on their cherries and berries and slammed on their brakes and pulled us over from in front of us. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and then they took him to jail for not having a license and fucking almost running them off the road and having outstanding warrants in the middle. And they let me drive a fucking stolen car home. I'm not joking. When we first stole the car, my buddy wanted to throw everything out of the glove box. I was like, no, that's insurance and registration. We might need that. Sure as shit. I handed it to the cops, told them we were borrowing the car from a friend. They believed it because it wasn't reported stolen yet, and gave me the fucking keys to a stolen car and let me drive home.
Well, it's like that time that I got busted. It's like I got to jail. My ex-nephew went to jail, and then they let go the other guy. Turns out like 6 months to a year later, that guy got put in prison for murder.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the one they let go. Yeah. Good job, Kendall County, Texas. Great job, guys. You're doing so much. Fuck you. So anyway, do you like nostalgia?
Nostalgia?
Yeah.
You like to eat garbage?
No.
Well, the newest nostalgia product is on the market. Garbage Pail Kids cereal.
Oh my God! Garbage Pail Kids!
The cereal features pink Crazy Crisp with marshmallow barf bits, whatever that means.
That's gross.
Is it hot in here or is it just a whiskey?
I think it's hot. When we go to our next song, we'll close it up.
Okay. If you want it, it's available exclusively at Fi. F-Y-E. What's Fi? Fi?
Another store. I've seen the store
For
before.
your entertainment.
Is that what it is?
I don't know.
Oh.
Instead of for your entertainment.
It costs $10 for a box.
Fuck you.
So it seems like it's meant to be a collector's item more than
sounds
something you
like
eat every
a
morning.
fucking New Kids on the Block.
We're not going there.
Hey, what the fuck? A fucking pussycat doing it.
Ah, you can check out the cereal
Well,
box.
then you
Check
should
it
be
out.
glad. You got pussy on you.
Check it out. Check out the cereal box.
Yeah, it looks just
that's
like a garbage
fucking
pail.
awesome.
It
I
does
like
look
that.
like. I've got a box.
Now,
of
what
them
they
up
need
in
to do
closet.
is put Garbage Pail Kids cards in the cereal.
That would be cool.
Yeah,
That'd be
they
good.
really need to start coming up with those again.
They
Man,
did
I
a
miss
couple years
Garbage
ago.
Pail Kids.
They did a couple years ago, and then just.
I
Has
still have yet to
anybody
see-
found like a discomfort in the fact that there's all this like retro throwback shit because nobody has enough imagination to come up with anything?
Oh,
else
yeah.
new?
This is what we're constantly talking
We're
about.
talking-
now.
we're bitching about
all
movies,
they
yeah.
do is remake old movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They
And
don't
then the
have
new
it.
movies they make, they
Originals floating
suck.
around.
Yeah, they fucking butchered
Oh.
this.
Tell them what you found today about Lieutenant Diane.
What about Lieutenant Diane?
What were you telling me about Forrest Gump today?
They're remaking Forrest Gump, Rosie.
No, you dare.
Yeah, they're remaking Forrest Gump.
Don't you dare.
Wait a minute. Here we go.
Put that shit on me, Ricky Bobby.
Here we go.
With SJW, what's that guy's name? Glover, the one that did This Is America. That I hate his guts. I hope he dies.
What the fuck ever. What?
Oh, he's gay.
Forrest Gump is gay.
Yeah, they're making it for next year. It's a black dude now. The last name is Glover. He's the one that did. What is his name?
So Forrest Gump is gay.
Now
where
they're
the fuck
making-
is Jenny then?
Jenny.
I guess they wrote her out.
I guess they're going to call her Benny.
Benny.
Benny? He's fucking Lieutenant Dan because he ain't got no legs and he can't get away. That's fucked up.
You ain't got no legs, Lieutenant Dan. I can fix that.
Yeah, the same guy who played like a young Lando Calrissian in that horrible Solo movie. He did a music video. This Is America. SJW bullshit. Yeah, he's going to be playing Forrest Gump, and he's gay. So
Now listen, I'm nowhere near
No, I don't want the slider.
completely conservative, and I'm nowhere near completely liberal, but people nowadays are taking that shit way too fucking far. I'm old school liberal. And I'm talking about 80s and 90s liberal. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? The last liberal that would love America, that was president, was JFK.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
I have to agree with that. I don't think Carter
agree.
did. I
After
don't think
him,
Clinton
they
did.
all went like commies north.
I very much agree.
Yeah. I have to tell you, if you're still voting liberal, I have to tell you, your party of Kennedy and Truman is
If
long
you
gone.
vote liberal in 2020, you're a fucking communist.
Yeah.
I ain't voting shit. That's why I don't vote.
You know what? Communists weren't good for John Wayne. They ain't good for me either. Fuck you.
Do you know John Wayne died with like 34 pounds of impacted feces in his gut?
Yeah.
But you know what he died from as well, right?
What was colon cancer?
Cowboy killers.
No. It wasn't cigarettes and it wasn't colon cancer. It was cancer, but the reason he died from cancer is because he filmed this movie, which they wouldn't do now. That back in the 50s and 60s, they used to take white actors to play minority roles.
Yeah, blackface.
Well, he did a movie called Genghis Khan. John Wayne is Genghis Khan.
Really?
Yeah, you don't know.
I've never seen it.
Yeah,
I love John Wayne. I never saw John Wayne play Genghis. Genghis Khan was a badass.
Yeah, he was.
Anyway.
But see, the story is they went out. They had to find a desert to film this in, so they went to Utah. Unfortunately, they didn't know that in this desert, this is where they dumped all the
radioactivity.
Yeah.
All the radioactive waste, and that's how he got cancer.
You know what his last movie was, though?
No, what was his last movie?
His last movie was The Shootist.
The Shootist?
The Shootist. It was the second movie
Listen,
John Wayne ever died in.
If you want to watch something, I suggest you watch Chernobyl on HBO, the miniseries that's out. It is fucking
76,
epic.
The Shootist. Is it any good? I mean,
It is very
How many
good.
seasons are there?
There's only one season right now. There's about 4 episodes out. I noticed on like BTV. Who's calling me? Go away. It's Brandy.
She keeps calling Ashley.
So, yeah.
Let's see, JB. Yeah, you're right. JB Books or Dukes, JD Dukes or something. John Wayne in his final role is an aging gunfighter diagnosed with cancer, who comes to Nevada at the turn of the 20th century, renting a room from widowed Bond.
When was that made?
76. The Shootist. This is his last film.
Yeah. He was diagnosed with cancer. Dude, what's cool is he got 2 rival fucking, gun hands, and he fucking calls them both out to the same bar at the same time, and he gets in a shootout with 2 dudes, and they fucking mortally wound him, but he kills them both. Dude, but the first John Wayne movie I watched where he died was The Cowboys.
Really?
Yeah, and he died. I was pissed. I was 12 years old and throwing shit, dude. I was mad. And then I watched The Shootist immediately after that one, thinking, I'll watch another one I haven't seen where he doesn't die. But no, he died.
Yeah,
I was mad.
you picked the 2 ones he
Yeah,
died in.
dude. It was fucking horrible.
Okay, real quick, before we get to my song, the MC5 song, Bebe, give us the time to have a little halftime break here. I'll get to this story right now. Now, have either of you stolen anything in your life? You don't.
Yeah, I went to prison for it.
Oh, I know that.
I got busted for it, yeah. We all know I got busted for it.
I don't do it no more. I'm a fucking convict, not a criminal.
You know what? You know if you get busted here, they put your name in the paper.
You know, if you get busted here, they don't have evidence, proof, or any reason, and I still went to jail.
Oh, they busted mine. They didn't send me to jail though. They just
put your name in paper.
They just put my name.
So
in the
you got
paper.
busted and went to jail. I didn't go to jail.
I didn't go to jail.
I didn't get busted. Had no evidence. Went to jail without bail for 2 fucking weeks before they dropped the charges. This city's fucked. Like, yeah.
Well, there's a reason I didn't get busted. Well, to the extent this, they took me into the back at Walmart, and the guy comes in, the cop comes in, and he's like, "Honey," he was like, "we're gonna go ahead and get this taken care of." So first
Did
thing
he
I
touch
did,
you like a creep
yeah, he
like
sure
that?
did. He sure did. and I was like, so the first thing I'm like, this motherfucker. Okay, I busted out crying. They didn't take me to jail. Then I had to go home. They didn't give a fuck.
I had a cop frisk me one time because he said I matched the description of someone who assaulted and robbed somebody. Which statute of limitations says that's
Never,
not true.
hey, listen, for a female, never, ever, ever doubt tears will affect a man. And it will, it does. It really does. Any man, you cry in front of them, they're going, do that. Why are you doing that? Like
I've
Arthur.
profusely produced tears in front of cops when they pepper
Yeah, but you
sprayed
gotta
them.
dig.
No,
You
they
gotta
fucked me up with
dig.
this shit.
Unless they're gay, you ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm
I think all
saying?
cops are gay, though, right? You wear matching uniforms with another dude walking around town, you're a fag.
Well, here, the reason I asked if you guys stole anything, now, when you guys stole something, did this thing that you stole call out to you to steal it?
Yeah, it was a really fast car.
It was a really fast car.
And that alone says David Rosie all over it.
Wow.
I did wreck it doing 115 miles an hour. I launched a 1995 Honda Civic VTEC fucking street racer. 6 feet in the air over 3 lanes of traffic into a fucking grassy field with the sheriff's department, the police department, and the state police department in high pursuit behind me.
I know someone that steals pregnancy tests.
Well, I'm not sure it's anyone's divine calling to rob an Arby's, but here we are. A 30-year-old guy named Christopher Merrick went into the closed Arby's in Tarpon Springs, Florida, last week, where a female employee was counting cash for the register. And Christopher grabbed the cash and ran. He headed straight to a McDonald's across the street and hid in the woman's bathroom until the cops showed up and found him and the cash. Turned out he'd stolen $1,450 from the Arby's. Hey, that's a Colorado trip, man. So
Seriously?
So what?
So now we're gonna hit at Arby's before we go on our trips, huh?
So why did Christopher steal the money? He told the cops, quote, I saw the money on the counter and was like, calling out to me. He's been charged with felony grand theft. The money called to him.
I hope his name was Dan Franklin.
No, it's Christopher Merrick, unfortunately. Keep it tuned right here to N3 Radio's No Excuses, No Apologies, No Regrets. Here's some NC5. Kick out the jams, motherfucker!
Kick out the jams, motherfucker! Yes! I know how you want it. I pick the title. you wanna keep a rockin' till the morning comes. Let me be who I am. Let me kick out the jam. Yeah, kick out the jam. The sun kicked them out.
Alright, we're back.
What'd you think of that one? You like that?
That's like the root of everything I love.
Yeah, right. That was like 1969, 1970 right there. MC5, Motor City 5 out of Detroit. All right, welcome back to N3 Radio's No Excuses.
Detroit sucks, but so
yeah, Detroit sucks.
It's still going.
I told you, it keeps going. It just keeps going and going.
Let's
like
give it a
Detroit.
shut
It
the
won't
fuck up.
die, even though it's just a shell of fucking life.
Well, no, a former friend told me, like, when they went up there, you could actually go down the streets at night, and you could, like a row of houses, dark, boarded up, dead bodies, dead animals everywhere.
Yeah.
But you'll see, like, 2 or 3 houses with lights on. They said, yeah, those are the drug dealers.
Yeah. Yeah, they're the ones that killed the people where you see dead bodies on the street. Overdose on heroin and shit.
But which is worse, Detroit or San Francisco now?
Detroit.
I'd say San Francisco.
Like, dude, San Francisco's like popping and live and shit.
Yeah, but there's poop and needles on the street due to trash.
Yeah, I mean, there's that.
Well, there's that.
It's got its issues.
Have you ever been to San Francisco?
Yeah.
You have?
Bay Area.
I've been there.
Bakersfield, like Bay Area's not that far.
I've been there once. I went to the pier. Or is it Pier 9? What is it? What's the famous pier called? Pier 9 or something? Whatever.
I don't know to San Francisco that well. I mean, it's the biggest libtard fucking shithole in the world. The water's cool.
But the cool thing is there was an old time penny arcade there, and I ate what was it?
Probably human shit. Like
No, it was
off the sidewalk.
I didn't eat shit, dude. I was talking about
You ate shit.
They had what is it? Like a chowder. Like I thought it was a clam chowder, but it's served in a sourdough bread bowl. But the sourdough bread is like this big, and they cut out the middle and they put the soup in the bread.
No, I've done that with you before.
It was actually pretty good. I actually liked it.
Did you know there's 2 clam chowders?
No.
There's the New England clam chowder.
Right.
There's like a New Jersey clam chowder. I don't even know if it's Jersey. There's another clam chowder, and it's like water.
Oh.
Who the fuck? That's not chowder, jackass.
Yeah. That's soup.
Dude, yeah, you can go fucking see it in a can, dude. It's on the shelves at the grocery store. But I didn't even know they made blasphemy in a can. Like,
blasphemy in a can.
Canned blasphemy. That's disgusting. I like my chowder.
You want canned blasphemy? Canned tamales. That's canned blasphemy. Who the
No,
fuck is
Vienna
canned
sausages. That's
Hey,
canned
those
blasphemy.
are fucking
Don't
good.
you say it. Don't you say it.
Potted meat, that's nasty
No,
as shit.
beanie weenies is good. Vienna sausages, that's like some communist fucking bullshit fucking playoff on edible fucking food. It's not. It's
No
not
Vienna
edible.
sausages. I don't like potted
It tastes like minced dick.
Do you know what minced dick tastes like?
No,
That's
I
that
can imagine it tastes good though.
Well, speaking of wieners, and this is a specialty topic for our friend Rosie here.
I love wieners.
We've got to give it to Pornhub here.
Seriously?
We've got to give it to Pornhub here.
Wait. 2 seconds. Please plug your thing.
What? Oh, yeah. We're talking about Pornhub. Go ahead and plug it.
I can't.
You can't anymore? Okay. We've got to give it to Pornhub here. They truly want to make life better for all of us perverts. Pornhub just announced they're selling a new product for men called the Bonerless Bathing Suit. It's a bathing suit that's designed to hold down and hide your junk when you get excited. They say that the lyrica they use to keep things contained without being painful or, quote, strangling you. There's a couple of strikes against it. One, it's expensive. It costs about $70. Oh, excuse me. It costs $69.
What is it?
What?
What is it?
It's a bonerless bathing suit. It keeps your junk down if you get a boner.
That sounds dangerous, dude.
That shit sounds like it hurts.
That sounds like how they fucking castrate fucking goats and shit with rubber bands.
Oh my god! All right.
There's just a couple of strikes to get it. First of all, it's expensive. It costs $69.69.
Hey, you know what the number one country is for castrating goats? Afghanistan. Because they don't want
Speaking
to
of
get
castration, they need to really bring Rapex to this country.
Rapex?
It's called,
Is that like a
it's
spray?
called, it's called Rapex. Now, they have it in Africa.
No, yeah, and it's got the hooks.
Yeah,
There's
and
the
what it
parts.
is it's
Yeah.
like it's
It's
a
an
little
insert.
it's a little insert for the woman. They stick it in their vaginal cavity.
You're Spanish.
And
What's the Mexican folktale of teeth in Spanish?
Dientes.
Dientes. Have you seen that movie? Have you heard about that? Like women, and there's like this little like common thing. Mothers in because there's like a rape thing, like epidemic kind of in Mexico as well. And like mothers raise their kids and tell boys like women have teeth.
Down there.
Yeah, and,
Yeah.
So, and that's their way of trying to like deter from them growing up and trying to rape. Is like make them think there's teeth and you get your dick bit off.
Yeah, they now have Rapex in Africa.
There's something dente or I'm gonna look it up. There's a movie about it where this broad has teeth in her vagina and bites off rapist dicks. It's fucking
It sounds like
You
something
would
up
fight
your
with
alley.
that movie.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
right up
But
your alley.
seriously,
Fucking
this is an insert that women insert into their vaginal cavity, and if somebody tries to rape them, the barbs on the inside impale into their penis, and they
And then
have
you
to go to the
emergency
hospital
room to get it
in
removed.
order to get it removed. So basically,
They're like,
they
"You're
know
a
you're raping
rapist,
somebody.
aren't
You know what I'm
No,
saying?
I thought it
Search
was a fleshlight.
Go get him.
Either
the
way,
fleshlight.
we're putting you in
Where
jail
is
for
it?
being a fucking freak.
Go get him the fleshlight, baby.
Where's the flashlight?
I don't know.
There's a fleshlight?
We have when we had that guy staying here, B.
That fucking weirdo.
He got birthday presents, and one of them we did not send back. It just got stuck here. So finally, I opened the box. Turned out that it was a big flashlight.
Dude, I got a funny story similar to that. Yeah. So I was on the platform.
You know where it is?
I don't know.
I don't want to see it. Dude, that dude, I don't, ew. It's
No,
not-
he never touched
brand
it. It
new.
was
It was
open.
brand
He
new.
never-
I don't trust that.
I don't trust that.
Anyway, I was on the pot farm, and the owner of the pot farm, Brandon, okay? Cool ass dude. But he fucking, one Christmas, there was another roommate that was working with me, and he was this big old Indian dude. Well, for Christmas, Brandon bought me brass knuckles, and that was dope. I love that fucking gift. It was awesome. And Donovan seen my brass knuckle Christmas gift, and he was all excited because he had a little Christmas gift about the same size and shit. He was all happy and everything. You know what Brandon got him for Christmas? Not shitting you. Not a fleshlight, like a pocket pussy. It was a pocket asshole.
What is this?
That
Oh,
is
where'd you
not-
find these?
It was a pocket asshole, though.
Oh!
Yeah, it was like a fleshlight, but instead of a vagina, it was a butthole.
I am
and
sure
a fucking
guys
bottle of lube. Donovan was pissed. I didn't wait in his room for like 3 hours crying
You
about
know,
it.
recently they came out
Then
with
it came
ghetto
back on
vagina.
Ghetto
It's called ghetto vagina. You take supposedly men will take like Ziploc baggies, fill them with petroleum jelly, and stick them in the microwave. Then
Dude,
what they
you
do
know
is they
those-
put them in between the mattress and the box spring, and go to town.
Rosie's reaction.
Hey, you guys have never been to prison. You don't know what desperation is. I've been there. I've made it. Latex gloves, socks, hot water, toilet paper roll.
Yeah, but you're
A mattress, you just hump the fucking mattress.
You're not supposed to do that in prison. They get in trouble for if they
Yeah.
get you jacking off in
Oh,
prison.
fuck yeah. You know why? You know what's fucked up? I'm a man. I'm in a man's prison. I can't get porn and I can't jack off because women work there. Go work at the woman's prison, you fucking bitch. You got me locked in here with a bunch of dicks and I can't fucking touch mine? Like, fuck you. Like, that's fucked up, dude. We can't get porn because the women fucking COs are offended when they have to do a cell search to see women degraded in pornography. She chose to get fucking photographed naked. Let her be free. Let me jack off to it.
Wait, get back to the story.
That is the biggest sign that America
I
is
don't
a
know how
shithole going downhill real fucking
I don't know
fast.
how
Men
we
can't jack off in
segue
prison.
from what we were talking about.
We're talking wieners. Well,
We're
anyway.
talking about wieners and then fucking plastic vaginas and then looby buttholes in a pocket and some legit.
Anyway, this bathing suit, it costs...
The movie's called Teeth, though.
Okay.
There's a movie called Teeth. It is release dated January 18, 2008.
I'll have to watch that.
It's pretty epic. She bites off like 6 dicks. But they all had it coming. Her gynecologist was being a weirdo too, and she bit his fucking fingers off. Spoiler alert.
That sounds like one of your movies, baby. Anyway, it costs $69.69, although you could use the coupon code BONER to save $20.
That's right. You can use a coupon word boner. I can't jack off to Playboy in prison, though. That's fucked up.
Watch the movie Hard Candy.
I've seen it.
I love that movie. That movie's fucking awesome.
2, the bathing suit has the Pornhub logo on it, which kind of hurts its function as being a good option for undercover perverts. Anyway, if you're interested, you can buy one at bonerlist.com.
See, there's nothing wrong.
What a morning.
There's nothing wrong with being an undercover pervert. When you're a public display pervert, that's when you have to register. Like, we need to know your name when you move.
Well, I actually saw this. Speaking of, like, I guess voyeurism when it comes to people doing this shit out in public. You see that post that I posted on Facebook about the carnival ride? And they're on the Ferris wheel, and this woman is just doing that. She is just sucking. I mean, just bobbing her head up and sucking.
Wait, that's cool. I thought it was some douchebag jacking off in it.
No, it's a girl getting a blowjob.
No, but people are watching. This from the ground, and they're like, so. It's like, they can see you, right?
Yeah, they're in the.
That's why they did it.
Yeah, because they're in the enclosed type of thing.
They think that it's dark enough that they can't see what they're doing.
But the light is like right behind them, so it's like shadows.
Shadows. I mean, just bobbing, going to town.
Shadow puppets.
Yeah. Now the next song, go ahead and share it with Rosie.
Shadow sucking.
Yeah. We'll get to the next song after this next story here. There's a 44-year-old guy named Nate Roman in Marlborough, Massachusetts, and he came home with his son last week and noticed the back door was open. Somebody had broken into their house.
Oh, no.
They got inside. They realized nothing was stolen.
Somebody left something.
They cleaned the place.
Oh, you're a dirtbag.
Every room was clean and organized, and the house smelled like cleaning products. The burglars had even done some origami and turned the end of his toilet paper into a rose shape.
That's a tweaker.
No, tweakers aren't that
Listen,
kind.
No.
I've seen tweakers go to other houses and they don't fucking clean it.
I know a tweaker that used to live on this block that you walk into his house and you get hit with clean.
I've been to that house. I've been there. It's vacant now, right?
Yeah.
It's yellow. It's right across the street. I've been there. I was like, dude, you're too much of a piece of shit to live better than me. Like,
Listen, I walked in there. I walked in one day and I was like, dude, I know,
when I first went there, dude, I got a hazmat suit. And I took it off, dude, and I went and fucking shit in a clean bathroom for the first time in my life. I usually have to go to some public restaurant to shit in a clean bathroom. I don't clean my bathroom.
All I know is I went in there, and I was like, damn, it smells clean in here. And the first thing he tells me is that, yeah, I'm not done yet. And I'm like, what do you mean you're not done yet? What the fuck are you gonna do? Peel the paint off the walls? What the I mean, hardcore fucking tweaker. It's like, take some shit and come tweak at my motherfucking house. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, let's get to a song. Pick one. Just pick one. One of Rosie's, one of yours, one of mine.
Yeah, let's listen to some Disturbed Sound of Silence here on NJRadio.com. No excuses, no apologies, no regrets. I'm Stacy.
I'm Robert.
I'm Rosie!
All right, we'll be right back here after this little set, and I think we'll play a promo. All right, here we go. Anytime now. There we go.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again, because a vision softly creeping left its scenes while I was sleeping, and the vision that was planted silent in my brain still remains within the sound of silence. In restless dreams I walked alone, narrow streets of cobblestone, neath the halo of a street lamp. I turned my collar to the cold and damp. When my eyes were stabbed by the flash of a neon light that split the night and touched the sound of silence. And in the naked light I saw 10,000 people, maybe more. People talking without speaking. People hearing without listening. People writing songs and voices never shared. And no one dared disturb the sound of silence. Fool said I, you do not know. Silence like a cancer grows. Hear my words that I might teach you. Take my arms that I might reach you. But my words, like silent raindrops, fell and echoed in the wells of silence. And the people bowed and prayed to the neon god they made. And the sign flashed out its warning, and the words that it was forming. And the sign said the words on the prophets are written on the subway walls and tenement halls, and whispered in the sound of silence.
Welcome back to N3 Radio's No Excuses, No Apologies, No Regrets. I'm Robert.
Stacey.
Rosie.
Every time he says Rosie and not like David or anything like that, I always think of Rosie Palmer.
Rosie
don't know why.
Palms and her five sisters. You know what? When I was in prison, everybody asked me because there's these weirdos. I
would never guess.
They're not weird. They just have different sexual.
They're fucking criminals.
But they're
Yeah.
fucking weirdos, okay? And they go by girls' names in prison, and they touch
Oh,
wieners and
those,
shit.
yeah, the ones
Linda
that.
and Angel. And then I show up and like, what's your name? I'm like, I'm Rosie. You're like, get away from us. You know? I had dudes ask me though. They were like, Rosie's my last name. It's R-U-O-Z-I. It's Italian. It does not mean anything feminine. In the old language, it means rough or coarse. It was a surname, a nickname that was given to somebody. And now it's not mine. Anyway, everybody's asking me, like, dude, it sounds like one of those gay guys' names. Why do you go by that? And I was like, because you're going to never come back when a guy named Rosie kicks your fucking ass. You'll never redeem yourself after that.
Now, is
you
it
got
true?
beat up by Rosie. Like, yeah, you can't fix that.
Is it true that in prison the guys that make themselves booty available sag their pants?
No, every black man in prison sags their pants, and not all of them are gay. I'm not joking. Like every one of them.
Because you hear that they're like the, people in prison do this when they're.
That's how it started back in like the 60s or 70s or some shit in California. That was like the little call sign or whatever. Now it's a fashion statement for retards. They wear a fucking belt around their kneecaps. Like, it's a belt for your waist, dipshit. My fucking daughters don't want to see your fucking chonies. Neither do I. I will kick someone's ass. Chones. Yeah, see. Me hablas español, yo.
Well, we get to this story before we get to Rosie's rap. Here's a woman who clearly knows how to have a good time and to handle diarrhea. At least she's prepared. She prepared. There's a 30-year-old woman named Janice Snowden from Baton Rouge.
Everybody pass the bottle. No more chaser. Everybody gets to gag.
She probably took a trick out of my motherfucking book. You know what?
This shot's to pussycats.
Pussycats.
There's a lot of them.
There's a 30-year-old woman named Janice Snowden in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And earlier this month, she went to a Walmart and loaded her cart up with two things. Lots of vodka.
Yeah!
Lots of toilet paper.
Oh, she's gonna go TP someone's house.
Nope, she busted out of the store without paying and took off. Man. She busted out of the store without paying and took off. The total value of all the vodka and toilet paper sheet was close to $800 worth of vodka and toilet paper.
I say we TP Webb's house.
The cops identified her from the surveillance footage, and now they're trying to track her down. She'll be facing up to 6 months in jail for theft. So, everybody...
Up to means she's gonna do a couple of days, go to court, get out, do some fucking community service. That's one thing that annoys me. I've been in prison. I go through the system several times.
Dude, now why not toilet paper somebody's house?
Everybody gets all... He's facing up to 5 years. He's going to do one. Like, they hype it up, you know?
Oh, God. That shot killed me. Oh.
You know why they call it wild turkey? Because it makes you go...
That's actually pretty good.
That's why I'm staying away from
My dad does that when he gets drunk and drinking this shit and pisses himself laughing. Everybody else just walks away with their hands up like, I don't know this dude.
I don't know this dude.
Yeah. If you got the same name, it's kind of weird.
So, did you hear the story about Tom Hanks last week?
What happened?
Okay, Tom Hanks, sometimes the rules do apply to celebrities, even celebrities as big as Tom Hanks. On Ellen yesterday, Tom said he was denied beer at the Stagecoach Festival. I'm already drunk. He'd gone up to the beer stand, but they wouldn't serve him because he didn't have a bracelet proving he was allowed to drink. Dude, I'm
Tom Hanks.
Yeah, dude, I'm Tom Hanks.
Not only is he Tom
Don't you remember
Hanks,
the
isn't he
beach
like in
ball
his
shit?
80s?
Like, I've been through some shit.
He's like in his 80s. That pisses me off. Listen, if I go somewhere and
if I got a fucking wristband and you don't, fuck you. I should get my beer and you
but
should.
see, you look young. That's what I'm saying. They have to card you. They ain't gonna be carding my old looking ass.
The wristband is about carding that you're there for what? Like, you paid your ticket, admission, and all that?
Yeah, but they told him he had to go have his ID verified, get a bracelet, and come back.
Oh.
Obviously, he thought it was ridiculous because he's 62 and he's freaking Tom Hanks.
Oh, man.
But they wouldn't budge. He even tried to bribe them with tickets to the Toy Story 4 premiere.
Oh, God, Hank, come on.
It didn't work. He eventually got a
there's
bracelet.
Toy Story 4?
Yeah. He eventually got a bracelet and a beer. There you go.
Well,
I would have just given it to him.
I'm going to rant about Tom Hanks.
Okay, baby.
No, I don't want to rant about Tom Hanks. Let me think of something.
Okay, well, you got, as long as the
Let's play another song.
Then we'll play one more song and then come back with Rosie.
Wait. This is Backcountry by Avenged Sevenfold. It's about Hunter S. Thompson and the story, the movie, the life of Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
All right, here we go. We'll be right back.
In a man.
Sing it
On.
All right.
Welcome back to N3 Radio's No Excuses, No Apologies, No Regrets. I'm Robert.
I'm Stacy.
Any more stories?
Look, you want one more story. One more story. You gotta think. Well, don't hurt yourself. Well, baby, what do we got coming up later on tonight? We got Bang Your Head at midnight Eastern.
We got Bang Your Head coming up next. We've got Philip Otter.
Yeah, I'm actually taking care of that right now.
We got Philip Otter coming up, so we got some epic music coming your way. Bang Your Head's coming up tomorrow. I'm sorry, tomorrow. Well, actually, yeah, technically tomorrow because it starts at midnight Eastern.
Yeah.
So it's technically tomorrow, yeah.
So there we go.
And, we are going to actually bust Rosie over here because he needs to do his show, among this one.
Yeah.
But he needs to do his
I felt like shit. That's what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about my what is it called?
Idiom? What are you trying to say, dude?
I'm lacking in producing for...
He's lacking. The alcohol has taken over.
My insufficiency at being a fucking radio host.
Insufficient memory funds.
And that matches my bank account. I'm overdrawn like a motherfucker. I'm pretty sure I'm like $1,300 over.
Hey, why don't you get that Rosie's rant to get it started for us, okay?
Mm-hmm. You know what really grinds my gears?
You were meant to be here tonight. This is your time.
Come on, hurry up. Don't rush me.
It's time for Rosie's Rant here on N3 Radio's No Excuses, No Apologies, No Regrets, where Rosie gets to rant about what's ever on his mind. Take it away, Rosie.
What's on my mind is if you don't like Slipknot, you're a dick. No, that's not.
No, I really still think, we were talking earlier about those, how movies nowadays is
That's
really,
great.
Yeah.
That's good.
No, for real though, nobody has any imagination in Hollywood anymore. They have to fucking remake somebody else's great imagination, but they slaughter it into being a fucking pile of shit on screen. Like,
Well, how do they do that though?
It's cheeseball bullshit. 2000s fucking garbage, dude. Like
they're remaking everything, and now if it's got
made good, like none of it.
If it's got a white character, they have to be black now. If
they're straight, they have to be gay.
Yeah, if they're male, they gotta be fucking female. I mean, it's like, dude, really? I don't want to see a female Forrest Gump.
That's what my rant about is reality, okay? Because America has lost touch with reality. I'm not even talking like the politics, okay? I'm not even talking. I'm talking about you, fucking citizens, you motherfuckers, and all this shit about fucking 13 different genders in one goddamn bathroom. There's two, and there's 2 fucking bathrooms for each of them. That's my opinion, and I give a fuck less what you think, because it's no excuses, no apologies, no regrets. But yeah, it's all bullshit, dude. Like, there's too much. We have to accept things that don't exist. We have to accept people's opinions that don't fucking matter. Okay? We have to listen to words that don't mean anything. We have to watch movies that aren't what the fucking original was supposed to be. Like, how about we just get back into touch with reality and get fucking people worth the fucking Hollywood that fucking can make their own goddamn movies? How about people use the fucking bathroom that has like the dude on it for men? You have testicles. Because if you're that dude and you go in the girls' room with my daughter, I'll fuck you up. I'm not even joking, dude. There will be broads screaming in the women's restroom as I beat your fucking face in. Okay? Off the fucking toilet seat. The dirtiest thing I can find, you're getting fucked up on it. Okay? But for real, like, there's too much fucking wishy-washy vagueness about fucking what's defined as this or that. Okay? Things are what they fucking are, and stop trying to. That's what's wrong with America. Like what they're doing with Hollywood, remaking shit and fucking changing everything about it and making it trash. That's what they're doing with reality in our society right now. They're trying to reinvent everything. How about the wheel is still a fucking circle? Okay, guys piss standing up and girls sit down. Like that's it. Like, and if you're a guy that sits down to piss, you're a bitch.
Well, okay, real quick before you get back to your rant. What about if you think you have to poop and you sit down, take a piss, and nothing comes out. But the ghost shit.
Listen, I talk about this with my wife all the time.
Okay.
Because my body punks myself out. I wake up thinking, fuck, I gotta poop. I go sit down and just gas and piss. Like, I just made myself sit down and pee like a frog. I punked myself out. When I was in prison, I get this new cellie coming in. I'm David, Rosie. Everybody calls me Dad. That's my nickname wasn't Dad. I'd tell this jackass my name was, so he would call me Dad in front of everybody. Yeah. You're like, hey, Dad. And everybody said, you're a bitch. then I told him, I was like, look, I'm on the bottom bunk. You're on the top bunk. The toilet's right next to our beds. In this cell, you sit down to piss. Because I don't want your piss splatting on my bed. He'd sit down and take a piss like a broad. And he'd see me standing up holding my dick and pissing. He's like, hey, I was like, you sit down and piss. I'm a fucking man, dude. I did that shit all the fucking time. Yeah, dude, just stop trying to recreate shit that's defined already. Like, honestly.
Listen, why are men so grossed out? Like, I know I've had people ask. I had one guy ask me, really, do you shit when you pee? Like women.
Listen, everybody pisses when they shit, but why don't you shit when you piss? That's a fucking mind-boggling.
The guy that I was talking to, he was like, that's fucking disgusting that you can pee and shit at the same time. He was like...
Every time I poop, I pee a little. I'm pushing on the same shit. It's a sphincter.
He was like, then we gotta stand up and pee, and then if we have to take a shit, we
No, that dude's a lying, self-conscious fucking coward. Okay? Every time he fucking pushes a turd out, it is laced with a layer of piss on top of it. Yeah, that's what every man does. You got a little in the tank and a lot in the fucking hole, you're gonna poop and pee at the same fucking time, right, Ursi?
Yeah, it's true, but since we're on the subject of toilets and pooping, and I brought this up before on our show when we were still on RKR, but I want to bring it up again because we're adults here, and I've got to ask a question. And it's a male and female question. Are assholes around your tailbone?
No.
Then why is it 33% of the time I go to a rest area, some lame-ass, nasty-ass motherfuckers spread diarrhea.
Left a streak mark up there. Yes. What the fuck? They're wiping their ass backwards and they're standing up. They're doing like that. They're twerking on a toilet seat, dude. At a truck stop. Like, you're a fucking sick, pot-bellied,
Listen,
dirty
that
bitch,
is
dude.
nothing
What the
compared
fuck?
to the scenes that I have seen in the women's bathroom at
You don't even know what.
Whoa,
oh, wait, they
no,
got
no, no,
tampons.
No, I went in one time. Actually, I went in down. No. Actually, I went into the Steubenville Taco Bell's women's bathroom.
Taco Bell's a horrible bathroom to go to.
In this women's bathroom, there was shit smeared on the wall. There was shit smeared on the toilet. There was pissy, shitty water all over the fucking floor. I was like, I had to take a picture of the shit. Then I called management. This is this one time that I really had to go to the bathroom, and you were at the pawn shop, so I walked right next door to the Taco Bell.
A couple weeks ago, actually.
And, shit. And you go to the Walmart, and it's the same thing. There's, the people take their tampons out and throw that bloody shit on the floor. I think when it comes to the women's bathroom,
the first time I had to experience this kind of shit was the fucking, what is it?
Unisex bathroom or something?
Yes. Ew. I'll go shit in the bush out front of you.
I don't care if there's cameras on the top. I'm shitting in the bush.
Women are constantly complaining
Dude, I thought
about
somebody
men.
had like a fucked up hemorrhoid and blew their ass out because there's just all kinds of blood in the toilet. And then I saw a tampon stuck to the side of the bowl. I was I just did what any normal man will do. I shit in a sink and left. I didn't want that blood splatting on me, giving me AIDS and shit.
Was fucking women constantly complain about men and their bathrooms. Oh, it stinks in there. Like there's pee all over the floor. No, you ain't never been into the ghetto-ass Walmart and seen shit, on the wall, shitty toilet paper on the floor.
While we're talking about
blood everywhere
and disgust, though, I saw a man wearing scrubs with a turd in his pocket, right here, and a turd in his hand, eating it, and no pants on. He was shirt dicking it. He was just shirt dicking, eating poo with a turd in his pocket. In county jail when I went to Circle Trace, I was a trustee. Yeah, and they fucking opened his ISO fucking window slot. I was like, ah! I threw his trade and it fucking slid across the page.
You can only eat corn once, baby.
No, you can eat it twice. I watched this dude do it. I watched this dude eat it twice.
Go, baby, go. We're making her red. Okay, speaking of poop and ass, here's Elton John with Street Kids. Keep it tuned right here to Entry Radio's No Excuses, No Apologies, No Regrets. We'll be right back to close the show out.
I still have a song left.
All right, we're back.
All right, let's close out the show. I'm Robert.
I'm Stacy.
I'm Rosie.
Yeah, here. Thanks for joining us for this edition of No Excuses, No Apologies, No Regrets. We're back with more crazy, wild stories and poop and ass.
Next week.
That's
Yeah.
we special.
Wonderful. Have a good night, everybody. Have an even better weekend, and we will see you next week.
That's right. Take it easy, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
N3 Radio is a non-profit teaching platform for non-professionals. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or professional use tips the balance in favor of fair use.